Nation. We're excited to get this season off with a bang.
I think they're all taking tires. And on top of that, it's going to be saucier. It's going to be an all-out shootout to the end. He's got line of sight on these guys.
I commend you for the bravery getting this close to the diffuser.
All you gotta do is win the race. You don't have to lead a whole bunch of laps.
Oh, they're going to be side by side going into the next corner.
Oh, that's a big contact in the back of the field.
Can't stay out there like this.
He stayed in it!
We're off and away for SRA.
Welcome back, SRA. Welcome to our GT3 Team Series Week 3 in Paul Ricard. We have Crew Master here, as always, and Harrison Channing.
Hello, hello. Excited to be here for our night race at Paul Ricard.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, it's going to be cold, especially night, and I think Paul Ricard is... I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to see how overtakes are going to look.
This track has being a test track, has a lot of different style of corner. We have long straight, the longest in the game. We can take a nap. We have high speed and low speed corner. I wonder how the BOP works here with the long straight. It's kind of hard for us to balance that one.
Yeah, I think the straight is where we're gonna see the BOP like look noticeable, and other tracks you have the BOP change, and it's sure here and there it's like milliseconds. However, I think just because of how long this straight is, we'll see a huge difference.
And the tire wear from last night, I've heard from other drivers. I wonder if it's being cold, because last time I was here, I don't recall tire wear being this severe. But last night, I have heard driver from the Aston Martin complaining about tire wear, even within just a 30-minute race. So I wonder if it is temperature related, since it's quite cold tonight. It is 18 degrees Celsius in quali and 15 degrees Celsius all around at night when we're racing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think tire wear is gonna play a pretty big factor. Like you said, people were complaining and whatnot. But honestly, I think just it's hard to say, but I don't think it's gonna be.
Good evening, SRA Nation. We're excited to get this.
I think if anything, we'll see a pretty standard set of pits and strategies come forth. I think the big thing is going to be surviving, because I know that this track in general, for some reason, puts a crazy amount of not crashes, but interesting predicaments out onto the table.
Turn one's definitely hard when you're race starting. Everyone just cluttered together. And also visibility is just not great at being night at all.
But I'm excited. I have a real soft spot for this map. For this track.
I like it too.
I'll be honest, only because back in season 7, we tried out doing a highlight of every race. Who got the best overtake, and I won it.
Oh, where did you execute your overtake?
It was who had the best race, and I ended up winning it because I had, I think, like 13 overtakes, 7 of which were on track.
Oh wow!
At the end of the straight.
Oh, turn 8.
No, turn 8.
Dang,
So
you just outbreak them?
I would just go at people's inside and then brake early, but they would brake late to try and beat me, and they'd sail off into the
distance.
And I was very happy. But I think as we have Silver line up to queue.
Yep, let's go through the track map.
And here we are, a lovely stick of a track at how thin it is, considering it's just 2 straight lines. Big breakpoint into turn 1 and 2. If you mess this up, it kind of throws you off for 4, 5, 6, and 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As bouncing off these curbs can send you miles away into spins. It's where we'll see probably most of our contact tonight. But if you can sail through it, really managing your brake and accelerator, not doing too much steering, just balancing the car with that, you'll be able to send yourself flying through into 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5 was my kryptonite. I often overbroke, underbroke, went left, went right, too far. It's a real tricky spot to find that smooth sailing spot where you feel the car go light, but you don't lose traction. And then also where I think we'll see a lot of spins, not contact, but I think just mistakes, is 5, 6, and 7. That is it's so easy, especially with cold tires and at night, to lose traction on that like that big curve to the right. I think that's where we'll see a lot of accidents pertaining to just one single car. And you want to line that up nicely, because then you have that straight, which is just an absolute, you fall asleep at the wheel. You know, you put your foot down, you kind of forget as you go through the gears early doors, and then it's just lining up for turn 8. And like I said, turn 8, I think, is a really good overtaking opportunity. You just have to play it smart. Going side by side will most likely kill you both. However, baiting people to brake late, or you braking late and knowing your braking points, I think whoever manages to figure that out will, like I said, gain some huge points. Then going into 9 and 10, another huge curve. The classic Charles Leclerc corner. I am stupid.
Unforced air.
Yeah, exactly. 9, 10, 11, and 12 are all so opportunistic. I think a lot of small mistakes get made here, and that's where we see people trying to dive bomb and like go side by side into these corners. I think that final section will be very scrappy tonight, especially as the race goes on and people start to get comfortable with racing at night at lower temperatures and whatnot. And then turn 13, nice tight right. Make sure you don't get on accelerator too early so you don't spin it, and you shoot off to the finish line. And I think we have people out on track right now.
So we have Pat Cockcroft leading the pack currently. I believe he just completed 1 warm-up lap. This is his second. It'll probably take maybe 3 laps to warm up the tire, because it's quite cold tonight. So you actually may only have 2 real chance to put a representative time, which is not a whole lot. In 10 minutes, you only get 2 chances, real chances.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to timing and how well people can space themselves out. Getting caught behind a slow driver will put you in a bad place.
I wonder if anyone practiced towing with a teammate, or having such a long straight Paul Ricard.
You know,
because I bet they'll get you a 10th and a half. And this is a tight division that would be significant enough to make some difference when you're starting in the mid grinder or up front in the safety zone.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if anyone can do that, but I kind of doubt it. I have a feeling that it's going to be a pretty every man for himself, find what you can type of race. GT3 cars definitely a little hard. I remember
last time we're here, was it 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago? He and Byron, right now here with our D4, got annihilated because someone tried to bum draft him and just penetrated him in the long straight. And the worst part is he started on pole and he qualified with his PR and then got sent straight to Jesus. Look at Kyle Comber, got a first lap in 55.18.
It's time to beat, but he's already found almost a second on himself. So
Yep. He's looking at 54.5 at the moment. Down the long straight. I do like the long straight though. Like you can check all your tires. You can check the balance of the car, adjust things if you need to.
yeah, it's a nice spot to kind of mentally reset. If anything's changed during the race, think about think about strategy changes. It's a good breath. However, I don't think it's gonna be too much of a race where strategy is gonna be important. I feel like this race is gonna be a lot about getting early track position and then holding out.
Yep, staying out of trouble. Conserve your tire apparently because tire wear is higher than usual. Probably because of tire temperature. Kyle Cumber is coming out into the finish line, a second up. 54.3. I'm gonna look at Sacom.
Cockcroft coming
Second, 54.8. Nate Andrew coming out, also near the pit. Gets into P4, 55 flat. Where's a good delta? Hawkruff? Down main, back straight right now. Happy time.
He's looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Approaching high speed turn 8. Very textbook. Looks planted, especially from a Porsche. Still 3.5 tenths up, coming to 12. Oh, using inside curb on 13. I wonder how the Porsche handles it. It looks okay. Last time I tried with the Lexus or the AMR, it does not like the turn 13 inside curb. It's a little too rough.
As see fade half a second up on their time as they come across the line at a 155.3, sitting comfortably in 6th position right now.
Got Robichaud. Currently P16 is gonna bring him a good couple of places to P14. 56.3. See who else
is high up on their times right now.
Yaren is not having a good time.
It's around the
Another
wrong
time.
way.
Yep, and it's not the first time in this session.
And it's like it
Sweatman doesn't
says,
have too much sweat time this week apparently.
Vincent is currently up on a 0.7, 0.8, about a second up on their own time. As their best or their
down to
last lap
16
was inconclusive. This should jump them up, yeah. About 16th, 17th, maybe?
Yep.
We'll see how well they can do pushing out of this final corner, though. As this all the time to gain there.
Ooh, maybe 15th. 15th, 14th looking at.
We're looking at 13th.
13.
A healthy jump.
Good lap, sir. All right, our silvers concluded. No, not quite. We still have
30
time.
seconds.
Vincent just think he is
He's probably not going
done
to get
his
a...
best.
Yeah.
Back to Harold McDonald up front, eyeing down Comber's lap. Maybe he can dethrone him, can he? Ooh, just shy, 22 milliseconds. You get one more lap.
It doesn't look like anyone's on par to take off Cumber's time, though.
Yeah, not like it. And Comber's a tenth and a half faster than his previous lap, so...
Rally coming across the line, they were pretty far up. However, just losing out on the final corner. Sacombe, however, up about 0.3. And I think they crossed the line at the correct time. We'll have to see. I think most people are coming yet. These will be the last of the laps.
Yep. Sacombe looks like he may not be able to improve his time enough. There's quite a large gap between P2 and P3. Though, Sacombe's definitely under threat by Pat Cockcroft in P4. Cockcroft time looking really good right now. Into turn 11 and 12.
Canderal's coming up 1.8 might be enough to jump. We'll see. And it is a healthy jump to 12. Yeah, all the Porsches sitting together quite comfortably. Everyone's kind of grouped together. You have the Ferraris, the Porsches.
Mostly Porsche. Yeah, Jess, right.
Looks like
Sacombe's coming back, doing pit entry practice.
Yeah. And Fade was not able to gain any time, so this is how it sits for Silver. Cumber, McDonald, and Cockcroft looking comfortable in the top 3 spots.
That's quite a gap. Kyle Cumber and Harold McDonald must have a bang of a lap. Low 54s. Let's look at Goal currently. Who is leading the pack? 335. That would be Justin McHacken.
So 154.290. I think the Golds are going to beat this.
I think so.
I have a pretty good feeling.
We may see some 53s, mid 53s, I would say. I would guess. How many drivers do we have tonight? Oh, quite a few. We have 39 cars.
Yeah, we've got almost a full grid.
Yeah. What?
Anyone coming across with the green?
It'll be green for at least 2 more laps. Everyone's still warming up their tires and brakes.
How many laps? It looks like Silver got about 3 laps in. Of like good lap times. Bringing it down to the wire.
Yep.
But they were able to get 3 lap times in as the first one comes across for gold. McKinnon.
Ian Byron got a 54.1, already a full 10th faster than Silver. But looks like he is seeing traffic in front of him. Which would be... Oh, that's actually his competitor, Jack Sullivan. They are quite close together in the leaderboard, if I recall correctly. Also driving the same car, so...
So far, top 3 of Silver have been able to stick together and hold on to top spots. After the first wave of gold cars have come through. A lot of people not getting times in though.
Oh, I see what you were saying. They get 3 laps in. Yeah, if you get lucky and you get 6 laps in total, if you like don't get stuck in traffic, you get the last bit and you cross the line just before the 10 minutes mark, you get 3 laps. If you don't, you get only 2 laps.
Yeah.
So it depends if you see traffic for the gold drivers.
As Byron has not been able to keep it within lines on this lap and has invalidated it.
Yep.
Lorraine is looking to steal that spot possibly.
Woohoo, I'll jump on board. Lorraine? Nope, Lorraine's down.
Down by a 10th.
I'm going on to Martin Smith.
Currently sitting
now.
P13, but looking to make a pretty... This would be a pretty big jump into...
It's quite a healthy jump, yep.
Looking to make
second
maybe
row.
3rd or 4th.
Turn 11.
God, the liveries this season look so good. Some real artists within the community.
We got some talented people for sure.
Let's see where Smith lands.
Yep.
P4.
Second row. Oh, real tight. Oh, wow. Only 60 milliseconds from P2. Byron's is about a 10th in front of himself.
Oh, he's just oh my day!
God.
Just in half a second.
6/10 up, boy. He's
Wow.
53 half. All right, Sullivan is still.
O'Neill crossing the line. 5 tenths up, jumps to 6. O'Neill jumps to 6 from mid-pack. Not too shabby. I think we're starting to see the track get a little warmer for these guys.
Very stable through 8 for Byron. 9. Nice trail. Good camper capture. Nice exit. Hopefully, Sullivan is not gonna back him up.
Sullivan currently on their own time has not set a lap time yet.
Sullivan definitely is approaching the front of Byron.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to move out of the way. They're both on hot laps, so we'll see if this is going to go well. Sullivan setting a lap time on his maybe 3rd try? No.
That would be a 33.572 for Ian Byron. That's a massive gap between the front row alone.
So Jack Sullivan has not set a lap time. He's invalidated. His previous invalidated last was a 154.245. That would have put him in 2nd place.
Sullivan, where is he? I'm trying to look for his name.
He's at the very back right now in P38.
Oh, yeah.
Same with Foster. Not the same as Foster. Foster jumps to 33rd. Yeah, but Sullivan right now struggling to get a lap time in that isn't invalidated.
He's under pressure of Ian Byron.
Ian Byron, who has just set a 153.5, which is going to be a pain to beat.
Gonna get on with Night Will, P20th. Currently,
I'll stay on
just under 4 tenths up.
I'll stay on Sullivan as they're looking. Their lap times could push for P2, P1. They just keep invalidating.
Keeping it inside the track is part of the racing.
Wix
fair.
is also doing really well right now, up 500s.
Oh, looks like Ian has aborted his current lap, invalidated and aborted as well. Wix 5/10s up, coming to 13. That would bring him to P2 if he gets
Sullivan
to keep it.
crosses the line, and I think
That's P2.
ooh,
Half a second.
P2.
That is still half a second away.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Byron's pitted.
He's just calling good.
He's like, listen, I can't get another lap in. I'm not too stressed. As
And
Wix,
y'all can't touch that.
Wix, oh my god, it's flying through now. Wix has just gone into second and then immediately jumped out and pushed out for third.
I'm gonna get on Rigatoni, half a second up. They'll bump him 4 to 6 places. Let's see, from 17th to 13th.
Holmes, who's
4
also
places.
up from 20th, I think that was, to 17th. So we're seeing
We're
some
about
movement.
done here.
But-
yes.
And absolute snipe.
Best wishes to Ian Byron. Last time he was here, he also qualified on pole, but did not turn out well for him. Hopefully this time he will get to stay up front. Who's Robinator? I don't quite recognize the name on the chat. Review yourself.
Robichaud.
And Schwab finished with a
Schwab jumping up.
42-3.
Lorraine coming,
54-3.
I think they're the last one as, Wheels is pulling off to the side. So Lorraine to be the final one to cross it off. And up on their time.
Healthy chunk.
But I don't know if this will be enough as they lose
Yeah.
about a 10th.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Gaining that time back though. It's a push and pull. Gained a lot of time. Back down again. It's a real push and pull.
Oof.
But
Maybe
I
2
don't
places?
think
3?
one
Oh,
place.
Just one? Oof.
Pips Rigatoni for 13th.
Yep. And that concludes our qualifying session? Yes, it does. Oh, Roran from 6. I see, Div 6. Alright.
Rob.
Ooh, what a qualifying session. That was a mega gap between the front row. Let's roll the sponsor and we'll be back. A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favorite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Trek Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Trek Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentarial, a toolbox for ACC that enhances your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. And to Go Setups, premium esports setups for everyone. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive. Alright, here's our current standing. After 2 weeks of racing, we have first place Matt Artem leading by 110 points. 10 points back is Harold McDonald. DJ Watts is also 10 points back. So P2 and 3 currently at the identical points. Rigatoni is 18 points back. And Curtis Lorate rounding out P5 being 25 points back. And then we go to let's see. Where is Ian? Ian's the first page. Let's look at the team standing. We're first team in America United Racing by Matt Artem and Martin Smith. They are in the front half. Both of them in top 10 tonight. We have E2, GRR Lego Boys, Ian Byron and Rigatoni. Ian Byron is starting pole tonight, and Rigatoni is P14, so pretty healthy. P3, we have Axana Gang, DJ Watts and Curtis Lee are only Lexus. Is that correct? I believe we only have one pair of Lexus. As our driver is starting the formation lap. We may see some red hot bricks tonight. Since temperature is cold, I'll mention that again. It is track and air temp both at 15 degrees Celsius. So it is extremely hot for the tires. So drivers probably gonna drag the brakes and close down the brake ducts to get the brakes to warm up and radiate heat into the wheel and tire to get the sustained heat. Even in the long straight in the Paul Ricard, your tire temperature can drop 6 to 8 tenths of a psi. So turn 8 can be a little unpredictable after long straight when your front left is getting a little limpy because they're lacking the higher pressure and structure to support the high-speed turn.
I'm excited to see how this goes. I don't want to jinx it, and I will knock on wood so everyone hears. That is me knocking on wood. But I have a feeling there will be penetrations into T1 tonight.
You think T1? I think maybe even long in the straight, there may be penetrations.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about like where the first crash will happen. If we're talking about crashes in general, I think Paul Ricard's going to turn into a bit of a graveyard. But I'm excited for it.
Turn 1, 2 is very easy.
I remember a while ago, I think actually my first race at night with SRA, I got bumped in the rear and bumped into someone else and lost control of my headlights. And I remember every time I braked, my headlights turned off.
Flashes.
And I launched myself into a corner because as I was coming up to my braking zone, I put my brakes on and then lost the track for a moment.
And you just can't see anything when you
and
need
I
to see
came
things.
off the brakes because I was like, wait, what's going on? And then realized that my right turn was about 10 feet behind me and I was going like 80 in the sand trap.
I had that happen to me in Glens. I don't recall what exactly happened, but yeah, you lost your brake or headlight when you need to turn in. That was not a fun experience.
So I'm excited to see how D4 takes the challenges of night racing at Paul Ricard. Should be good.
We are coming to S3. Everyone's lining up, bunching up with the final approach guide.
I'm excited to see how Arc does in the front, as they pipped Sullivan, and then held on. They pipped Sullivan and Wicks for P2, and they I think Byron's going to have this in the bag if he's able to keep to his quali times. But I'm excited to see how that goes.
It's going to be sketchy. T2 when you come out of the crest. Right, so we're in the final straight. You want to hop into the middle of the pack.
Sitting with Jay Thompson in 20th right now.
Green light, go, go, go.
And lights out and away we go. Looks like P45 got a good launch, 3 wide.
We've
Byron
got someone who's
inside.
had a bit of a poor launch in a BMW, causing it to go 3 wide. Ooh,
Ian
some
gets to
lunges.
the inside. P2, P3 make contacts, causing a pile up.
Oh, there's been
Looks like we
some
have
big
about 4 cars
spins.
casualty.
Oh!
3 cars.
There's another. You know what? There's been some bumps, but there hasn't been big crashes. But I just lied.
Oh, you
as
know.
there is maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a 7 car crash there.
There
with
are a lot.
Arct, who was sitting in P2.
I'm gonna replay that. How about you stay up front? I'm gonna replay the pile from T3. Oof. Hold your brakes, people. Yep, that didn't take long. You're absolutely correct.
It did not take long as we see Smith is able to jump Byron.
Oh, I
For
want to see if I can
P1.
catch that replay. I wonder where did that happen? Oh, I didn't replay it.
It must have happened during the mess at the beginning.
Byron
at
get
a
to
few
keep
positions.
It.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened. All right, we have. See, check the stats. Jet now went up 11 place. Looks like. That's what you get for getting survived. Darren Wicks lost 16th. Barnes gained 11th.
All going off in the back right now between. What is this? Maybe like 13th and back. There's a big clump of people, as I'm seeing standings change back and forth, back and forth.
Yep. Between Sacom and Darren Wicks, they're still fighting.
Oh, I think we've had a spin from Latrice. I'll see what happened there.
Barnes pitting. It's coming to turn. Oh.
Oh,
What
is there's a?
Did he just not break?
I think there was a spin just ahead of him, and to avoid him, he locked up and went off. I think joined down in the back. However, we've had a round of pits from people pitting early who have lost quite a few positions.
Yep.
Sullivan, Rigatoni, Sacombe, Ansem, and Foster have all hit the pits.
Luckily, this is a no tires or no mandatory tires pit, just regular 1 liter mandatory. So it doesn't penalize you as much for pitting early. As Ian Byron's hunting down Martin Smith. Coming down to T8. Look down the inside.
Fade
Think
on
twice.
wheels, currently side by side going into the end of the straight. And it looks like Wicks is trying to take it 3 wide.
Wide.
Ooh,
That's not wise. Someone's gonna get squeezed.
They've all been able to keep it together,
They all
and
survived.
Fade able to take the spot off wheels, and Wicks unable to sneak that position, but still surviving, which I think is a big thing.
And with Mahackney down the inside of Kyle Comber. I'm gonna replay Rusty Wheeler. Did I miss that? I might have.
Ooh, there's been a spin at the back between Felker, who's currently sideways. I'll replay that. I'll see what happened. And that's caused a huge bit of bunching up. Let's see what happened.
Where are we in your replay?
We're about 30 seconds behind at the end of the, at the beginning of the track, as there was that collision with Felker.
Oh, we're in turn 13.
I seem to have missed it though. The main crash. We can see there's some bumping and some spinning.
Yep.
There's a Porsche off track. And like I said, it's a graveyard out here. However, up at the front, Smith, not only with fastest lap, but taking off, 0.7 gap to Byron.
In P7 through 9th, 3 cars within 0.2 of each other's.
Cool. Madison and Jay Thompson going at it side by side. The Bentley on the Porsche. He's looking to the inside. He's going to brake a little earlier. And Thompson's going to be reclaiming his spot.
He's always rough to side by side on turn 8.
I think there's also an overtake with Barnes and Ryan B. See if we can jump back and catch that. The two Mercedes going at it as Barnes takes the outside, Ryan B out to the inside. Yeah, and he's able to sail through as Barnes leaves the door open to try and save face from a crash. But a good position picked up.
Well, Barnes always good to live for another lap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's looking racy out here from D2. Positions being moved everywhere as Editso pits. Well, another side-by-side almost between Arct and Barnes.
Walker just overtook Jeremy Yaren. I'm replaying on the main screen.
And if you saw that in Pip, Arct's able to pass Barnes as they now fly onto the back straight. Ooh. A bit of a collision there, I think, between... Did you catch that? Yeah, I think that was a bit of...
I didn't catch it live, but I caught the reaction, I think.
Yeah, a bit of a bump and run, it looks like. It slowed them both down, and Robichaud's able to take a two-spot position. As just ahead of them, Felka and Yaren go side by side. They're still side by side once they come back on.
Yaren's on the outside.
Felka
go deep on 9.
Sweeping up.
Good switcheroo.
Yaren with the switchback. It's looking good. And Yaren able to take that position back. That was some nice racing.
That was good. Turn 8-9's high-speed turn. Ooh, as Yaren went wide. Coming to 11th. Get to have the inside, but slightly behind. Balker took his position back.
These guys are... in that racing has caused a huge bunch up.
It does.
As we have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 12 cars right on each other. This is fantastic. I'm
gonna hop up front to Ian Byron for 1 second. He's half a second behind. Took the purple lap of sub 55.
Third, fourth, and fifth also having a tight battle right now. I think we're going to be looking at an overtake between Artem and Mahackney.
Artem's bumper, looking for good toe. Pull out onto the outside.
So they go side by side.
More than overlap.
Yeah, I think he's taking some of that pull from McDonald's McLaren ahead of him. Yeah.
Byron just overtook and have a lead change. I'm going to try to replay that. Where's that? Oh, down the straight.
They were both, well, two of them side by side as Byron sends it down the inside. So able to snipe that right back.
I talked to him earlier today. He's running max wing. Looks like the drag didn't hold him back that much.
And if you look in Pip right now, is side by side. Vincent.
T8.
Ooh! They always get shaky. They get a little shaky, and then it's... you never know what's going to happen.
Oh my god.
And there's just so much to keep up with. Everyone's like battling for position so fiercely. As this group is 4x4. Thompson looking to the outside of Canderel. As they're side by side. And just behind them, it looks like Madison and Valencia.
And up front, we're still chasing within 2 tenths. Martin Smith has been eyeing down T12 inside of Byron, but Byron did not let him have any space.
You take a look at Pip here. The Canberra and
side
Thompson
by
fight
side.
are still side by side as they go into
Is that overlap?
T1.
That's nope.
That's
Yield.
overlap.
He backed
It's a
up.
yield. It looks like Canderell's taking that position as they went side by side, basically from 8 to 1. Turn 8 to turn 1. Man, this back straight is keeping people. No one's really launched out. As Lorated is currently defending from Cockcroft. Oh, sorry, no, Lorated is attacking Holmes. Trying to get a bit of overlap to the outside.
I think he may have gotten to the dirty part of the track. here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have enough.
Home didn't get him much space at all.
But they've been able to keep it together, and I think he's looking to the inside now.
He's looking the inside of 9.
Ooh,
So close.
that was tight between this group.
I was ready to yell penetration, but there was none that happened. Dude, I'll be sweating bullets if I'm Holmes.
Was Arct is making his way back up the field. He's just past Rally on the inside.
If I can replay that.
Arct has been making a work of this field.
Yes, after the early incidents.
Ooh, we've had a big collision into the last turn.
Ooh.
I can't tell who that was. It looked like it took up about 4 cars though. I'll jump back with a Kumba, see if we can catch what happened. Tight group.
Let's see who started it.
I think it's just too many people being late on the brakes. Oh no, they were around
they was
already.
Before, yeah.
I think it looked like a late brake situation as one car was around and another one facing each other. And whoever that was dove straight into the pits.
Someone got funny idea down the inside of 13. I'm hopping to P5. Matt Arton. Now side by side with Mahakny. Into T8. Inside, yield slightly. No one wanna die. Justin also didn't give him a lot of room. We got Home and Night Wheel. I'm gonna replay that.
Oh, big context. His Home is around a couple times there, yeah. Losing 1, 2, 3 positions while I've just been watching him. 4, 5, 6 positions.
Oh, it's a self-delete. Double self-delete.
Oh, it looks like Knight's able to save it though.
I think he saved it. Yeah, Home booped the snoot though.
As Arct passes Robichaud, who had a bit of a spin, I believe.
Looks like O'Neill just passed it. Matt Artem. Aston max swing better than Aldi. I think good partially is under the toe. Ian was under the toe of the Audi. I did not catch the replay.
It's still so tight. Kind of like sections of tight packs.
Up front, Ian Byron right now. There's no one in sight. 2 seconds ahead of P2. Of Martin Smith. And Martin Smith also has a healthy gap of 3.5 seconds to Harry McDonald. Colin Shea right now. Ooh, O'Neill just had a boo-boo.
O'Neill's had a spin as Shea and Artem pass each other side by side into the last corner. Or into the last of the straight, sorry. Turn 8. As Shea makes that pass pretty simple.
Oh, O'Neill just pulled over. I wonder what happened. It wasn't a crash.
maybe a technical fault, but he lost a good couple positions from it.
Yeah, maybe something bothered him in real life. Someone in the rig. We're on board with Matt Artyom, chasing Colin Shea.
As Matisse makes a pass on Vincent into turn 8.
Raleigh. Looks like
he's had a big moment, it looks like.
In turn 8. Oh yeah,
smoothly rejoining.
Oh, almost saved it.
Oh, almost.
Back onto Shatner. Fighting Matt Artyom on the outside.
That is a nice thing about Paul Ricard, is if you do make a mistake, you have a lot of runoff area to let the car come to a stop before you have an impromptu meeting with Barry R.
That is true, unless someone sends you there.
Oh yeah, unless you're absolutely shadow realmed, in which case, it's just, grip it and rip it. It seems to have...
Looks like Arc from P15 took our purple. 54-8.
Well, Arc has been absolutely making their way through the field. I've been kind of keeping an eye on them, and it's almost every lap a position or two is made. As I'm sure they're hunting down Yaron right now. That BMW seems unstoppable. Look at that.
Looks like.
Look at that. He's gained so much.
That is so much speed.
Side by side, down the inside, and
That's
past.
not even close.
That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's the Daytona BOP not working. For those who follow IMSA. That looks too easy.
Ooh,
swap pass.
Side by side, Wheeler, Stefani. Oh, contact! Caught that live in the pit.
All right, I'm gonna replay that.
Stefani and Wheeler getting caught out. They'll stick with the group ahead of them.
Ooh, is that Wheeler who initiate?
I don't
know. That was a pit
maneuver.
That was yeah, it's Wheeler.
It's Wheeler. Wheeler's tapped Stefani. As Vincent and Thompson trade places.
I'm back on Arc. Looks like he made easy work of. Oh, well, he did in the back straight. Now he's looking at Valker.
Falco, who's been looking at O'Neill as well.
Yeah, the Arc guy. I'm not familiar with that name at all. Maybe new driver to the division, maybe even to the league, to be honest. Ooh, now he got an inside of 6.
Artyom looking at the move on Shea ahead too. This is for 5th position. And Shatner's chasing him down using both their toes. Gained a little time as they go side by side. Shea able to keep the position, yeah.
Does he get to keep it on the exit? He does.
He does. He's able to hold it through.
Up back to Valker. Not nearly enough overlap toward Arc.
I believe, wasn't Arc behind Falco? I think he's launched it.
Arc was in front from turn 5.
Okay. Right, he's hunting down O'Neill.
And Artyom just past Shatner. I'm gonna replay that.
Quick yellow from Raleigh. It looks like he spun around a bit. Wicks taking a spot from Velasco as Velasco goes wide. Velasco, sorry. And Rigatoni making a pass on Latrice.
Replay on the Lego AMR. Oh, down, back straight. AMR, oh wow, he's not even taking a toe for much. Rigatoni just... The AMR is strong here in the straight.
Right now, it's tied between Artyom, Shatner, and Cumber. About a second and a half, splits them all up. I have a feeling we'll see some position changes on this back straight if it's all about getting a good push out of that last corner before the straight. It looks like Shatner's got it.
Very slowly approaching the Audi. On the inside.
There's overlap.
But
Is
I
they
don't
gonna
know
go
if it's
side by
enough.
side?
He's flashing just so they know they're near each other.
Left tap.
Want to squeeze?
As they still side by
They're
side.
still side by side.
But I think
Yep.
Shatner's just about to take it. Oh, just by
that
a
was
hair
tight.
too.
Yep, I thought he's gonna get pinched.
Madison and Rally passing each other too. Or I'm sorry, Madison passing Rally on the stretch. Maybe too early, as Rally might have a chance at going down the inside, but no.
Oh, a little wide.
Unfortunately goes quite wide.
They let
and off they
Madison go quite a bit.
Now Schwepp behind Sacombe. They're going to go side by side.
Yep, Sacombe defend from the inside.
Schwepp on the outside.
Sacombe yield. He
Yeah.
break a teeny bit.
I think he knew he was too tight on the inside there to make that corner.
Yeah.
He would have lost a bit too much time.
Easy position for Derek Schwepp. Derek has... Oh, we have about almost half the driver pit. It looks like. For being a 1 liter minimum pit stop, that's not really an optimal strat to or optimal time. It highly depends on where you are in the field. Perhaps actually extreme undercut in the beginning of the race may work here because you never brought your tire up to temp, thus you only have to deal with cold tire once. But if you pit later or in the middle, you have to deal with cold tire twice.
And as we're halfway through the race, we'll see who's doing well and who's struggling. Currently, who has the best positions made is Robichaud, up 20 positions. And behind them, from 34th to 14th. Shatner up 19th positions, 25th to 6th. And Ryan B up 19 positions from 35th to 16th. Fun fact about Ryan B, he's the reason I joined SRA. As he hits the gnarliest drift in the pit.
You shouldn't mention the man's name.
He's still good. He's just showing off. But yeah, my previous boss who helped me set up my sim racing rig. As there's some heavy passing going on out of the 8th there.
Yep.
Oh, as Shatner goes into the pits.
From P9. Cumber eyeing down the back of Arthur. Oh, penetration!
Oh, big penetration.
That was got
That
a,
was.
that was a POV penetration.
I think
Oh
I don't think we can have that on YouTube.
Boy, did he give the place back? I can't even tell anymore. I think he did. Did he? I do not know. I can't. I don't.
Cannot tell, unfortunately.
After that, my mind just blanked.
But Carcroft right on the back of Cumber, if he can get a good run on the back straight, he might be able to make the time up.
Blue flagged it? No. He is letting a bunch of drivers go.
He's just come out of the pit, so he might be a bit slow.
I see. That checks out. You're right.
As Carcroft, I don't think has enough to get side by side with Cumber on the back straight. He's looking, but I think he's just trying to see if he can throw Cumber off. But no.
Cumber's a little wide. Still within limit, I think. Carcroft very tight on the turn 9. Cumber's wide. Carcroft in the inside. Easy position.
Carcroft takes the position. There you go. Rigatoni going side by side with Valeso.
Rigatoni trying to defend. That's
Thank you.
not really necessary. Yep, come back to the
Yeah.
outside.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Velasco goes wide.
Yep, overcooked it. So Combe went even wider. Looks like we have a contest here in turn 8.
And Falca's around.
Falca, yeah, 360.
Looks like, I think the same thing that happened to whoever we saw last, who just tried saving it out of that
Yep.
turn 8. And ahead of them, there was another spin from Latrice. I'll see if I can get that on the picture-in-picture. If there was contact or not. As Latrice went tight down the inside. Oh, I think just, yeah, missed
Got
that breaking
spooked.
point. Yeah, watching the spin ahead of them happened. Pardon.
Yeah, and then T1 right now chasing Rusty Wheeler. Rusty Wheeler was our last season D5 Silver champion.
I'm watching Arct here go down the back straight chasing Wheels. And he makes about... he makes almost half a second gap. Oh, he sent Wheels to the outside,
Dang.
sketched him out, and is able to take that position. He made up a half-second gap on the back
That
straight.
toe. That is a massive toe.
That's crazy.
Wow, I did not know a toe is that strong there.
This guy is
Oh,
rapid.
Crawford right now side by side with Cumbert down the inside. Coming to turn 11. Hawcroft's on the outside, but will be inside on 12. A little too far back. Pull it tight. Will be outside of 13 last turn. Maybe he can do a switcheroo.
Oh, but I think Cumbers blocked him off, and Cockcroft's
He
able
did.
to...
Cumbert absolutely parked it.
Yeah. As he gives him a flash.
Can't blame you, Pat. Can't blame you. Just annoy him until he fails.
O'Neill and Velasco. O'Neill taking the position from the inside for 26th position. As the field has stretched out a little bit, as Felka
Kiko
is off
Falkers,
into
yep.
the distance. I'll do a quick check to see if I can catch what happened to them, but
He's
by the looks of
stationary
it, it
for a
might
good
be a
bit.
self-delete, yeah.
Yeah.
Coming down the back straight.
You turn 8. Wide.
Yeah,
And bring in
goes-
the apex. That's...
Yeah, and then
Oh.
pulls off.
Oh, interesting. Maybe a real-life failure of some sort?
Possibly, as are they still in?
I'm on Shannon and Willis still. Turn 5. The front half is actually quite spread out. The front half, yep. We're talking about seconds apart.
Yeah, all the fighting now is from P19 backwards.
Last race, you want to catch that one?
Yep, I will. Latrice goes off. I jump back.
Did you just
and-
pull off? Looks like.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. I wonder if he broke late, hit the bumps, and then couldn't regain control of the car. No, they've just pulled off. Yeah.
Oh, odd. A lot of real life problem tonight. Looks like.
Yeah. They're just sitting there because they've been off for a while now.
Yeah.
If I get, doesn't look like I see any damage on their rear end. So they're just currently sitting off to the side as Sullivan takes Andrew's position for 20th.
Ooh. I think it was Wicks who was wide. It was Andrew who was wide.
Yeah, this group is tight together.
Andrew's on the outside of Sullivan. History.
Shatner to the outside of Wheeler. I don't think the position's going to be taken though. No. Oh, but he's had a better run. He's had a lot better of a run. Oh, I thought there was going to be contact, but I think he's been able to keep it away.
I think he got blocked by Wheeler a teeny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Had to lift.
As Sullivan takes Vincent's position. Yeah, jump on the bonnet of Arct here. He's just not able to take the chase down Cockcroft enough for the position.
Ryan has a boo-boo. Looks like he saved it. Coming down back straight is turn 8, I think.
Shatner and Wheeler have gone side by side. If you look in the pit,
Coming to turn
Shatner
8,
taking the
Shatner
wide position. They're going
Everybody
side by
happy?
side. Ryan B again hitting a gnarly drift. As they're still side by side with contact as Wheeler stays to the inside and wow.
Oh, wow.
A good save by Shatner.
Everyone's pointing the right way.
Oh, as ahead of them Wicks goes around.
But you stay on the wake.
We'll see what happens here as he's following the close group battling each other. I wonder if he's just dumped it by himself. Has he kept it out of the barriers? He has. Oh, maybe not. No, I think he has just kept it out of the barriers.
And
it
just
is
overtook Edizo in the back straight.
It is tight right now between Cockcroft, Cumber, and Arct. I'm going to jump on the bonnet of Arc to see just how much of a tow he can get from Cockcroft here. It doesn't look like he's actually trying to take the tow.
Yeah. Maybe a teeny bit too far back.
Yeah, he must just be out of the tow. As we watch them sail into turn 8. Shows you how easily sideways these cars can go, that cam, though, as you kind of see all the weight.
Ooh, Cockcroft
shift.
wide on 9.
Oh,
That brings Arc right next to him.
but I think he saw an opportunity, but I think he backed out of it as that door slammed shut. Oh, three-way Andrew Sullivan and Vincent. This is looking side by side into turn 8 with these two.
Oh, was it door smack?
No, I think I think Barnes just avoided it. However, in avoiding it, lost 2 positions.
Yeah.
Sullivan and Andrew take it.
I'm even surprised no one died.
Yeah, but now Vincent is. Oh, as there was almost contact again between Andrew and Sullivan. It's all to play for right now.
Robershaw just came into the pit.
As we look on the back straight once again, we have Ansem on Kandra. As they might get some overlap. I think Ansem has pulled out just a bit too early. Yep. Kandra was able to keep his position.
Oh, that was dicey from Kendra. That was a little wobbly. Vincent got a yellow. Do that. Oh, it's pit.
Yeah, it's Vincent jumping into the pit.
Andrew and Sullivan is on the pit exit. Sullivan defend. Andrew went deep in T1. Now Shannon and Barnes coming to T3. Get to have the kick.
Ooh, Ansem and Candoral side by side. They look like no door slamming there, but they're very close. Oh, someone's coming out of the pit. And it looks like Ansem's able to swoop in, take that position. That was tight.
And Darrell didn't go back to the outside after the pit exit car left. Now we have Rigatoni P20 chasing down Barnes, but Barnes has not pit, so let's see how Art Bond's gonna fight him. Rigatoni back off for 9.
I think that was a pass between Wicks and O'Neill there. I'll jump back in the picture. Yep, as they went side by side.
In turn 8.
I'm telling you. Oh, almost contact.
Was this live?
They were
from
able
the
to save
inside?
it. No, this is a picture-in-picture of Wicks. Wicks and
Justin Raleigh got yellow.
Rigatoni. I believe he lost a couple positions as well. As Madison is on the back of Ryan B. Oh, as Raleigh jumps into the pits. These two are right on each other. As it looks like Ryan gives up the position to Madison, maybe sensing that they're lapping quite a bit faster. Ryan B still up 23 positions. 30, yeah, 35th to 12th.
That's
currently.
quite fruitful. Rigatoni still struggling behind Barnes. Barnes not letting Rigatoni go. I'll say Simmons not necessarily defending, but definitely not making it easy for Rigatoni.
Sean Daniel says, who's this in P1? He knew. Yeah, Byron is this new guy. Showed up out of nowhere. Seems to be sitting pretty comfortably in 6 seconds ahead of P2. I think he's just making his way through traffic at this point. That's just been his race.
John, I don't know if you watched any in the beginning. Byron started pole again. Paul Ricard is his thing.
As Rigatoni and Bonds side by side.
Yep.
Rigatoni taking the position comfortably.
Yep. I believe Barnes' choice was, you gotta get even. If you're even with me, I won't fight you. Since he has not pit versus Rigatoni. Going to P14. Nate Andrew. Chasing down Sullivan. Actually, I'm going back with
Schwepp and O'Neill.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. They are all on each other. It looks like Schwepp can really get O'Neill into the corners. However, just hasn't found the position to jump into a spot as he.
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
good racing.
He carries a lot of speed into the corners compared to O'Neill, but I don't think he has enough output out of the corners to keep up with them.
A recap from the beginning for Sean. Ian start pole. Had some fight, lost a position, but had some fight, got it back, and now he's 6 seconds ahead. Rigatoni got in a cluster in the beginning, start P14, but gotta go all the way back. Got a T2 incidents. It was a big pile there. Wicks.
Yeah, Wicks has a moment coming out of the turn 6 there. Oh, sorry, turn 5. Yeah. As we might see this group of 4 really bunch up. I don't know if Schwepp is in the
toe.
In the toe, but
yeah.
Wicks and O'Neill definitely in it.
So. Yup.
As Wicks is right on the back of Wheels, trying to get up his inside, but I think he's lost. Nope.
I don't think Barnes is going to fight too hard. Oh,
that's Wicks and yeah, it's Night Wheels and Wicks together. As Wicks takes the position fairly easily, but in doing that, Wheels then backs up O'Neill right into Schwepp. Schwepp down the inside. No contact, but real close as they go side by side again.
Turn 9, and it's going to side by side on turn 10 again, are they?
No.
Schwepp,
looks like.
Oh, no. He comes back inside. Still side by side.
O'Neill carrying so much speed on the outside. Side by side for like 2 or 3 corners now.
Yep, in 11, there's still elbows to elbows. Schwepp lunge ahead a little bit. Maybe get the inside of last turn 13.
Oh, I thought he was going to try and send it down the inside.
Yeah.
But there you go.
That was bumpy.
Schwepp making his pass on O'Neill. They're still right on each other though, because this position could change at any moment.
We lost one car.
I believe, if I check, I believe it was Felker who had pulled off to the side. We wondered why, and he is
Rodney
now
Falker, you're correct.
disconnected. I do not know why, though. Let me check in with the Division 4 headquarters. No messages yet.
No message?
So, I do not believe we know the reason.
Oh no, Stefani just got a DT.
Oh, really?
Oof.
Ryan B, bring up a yellow flag almost every time he goes into turn 8, and every time I get there, he is just sideways styling on me. So, there's
Barnes
Wheels and Barnes, yeah.
I'm gonna replay that.
Looks like Barnes went a little wide. Wheels was able to take it, and it's now Schwepp to the outside of Barnes. He doesn't do it, but he's kept to the inside. He's right on the inside, but I don't think Barnes is going to give him anything. As Barnes is able to hold off Schwepp. But it is tight for this group. It is tooth and nail. This is for 16th through to 21st.
Martin Smith just pit with a pit delta of 42 seconds.
I mean, if these guys stay this tight together, they'll probably go 3 wide into turn 8. Ooh, he's looking up the inside. Schwepp is absolutely spooking Barnes, but every time he does, O'Neill... Oh! Shouldn't have said anything. Shouldn't have said anything, as Schwepp breaks a little too late and just takes Barnes out. But it is now...
Oh, yeah,
again,
that's a straight up penetration.
Yeah, back into a tight group. As Fade is now on the back of Schwepp.
Checking the delta.
Fade going to the inside of Schwepp. Oh, bit of contact as Schwepp tries to squeeze him. They are right on each other. Fade braking early and letting Schwepp take the outside. That was tight. A little bit of contact there. I thought that was about to be a big old explosion. And all this fighting has left Arc to catch up after his pit. And Arc seems to be an absolute bullet down the back straight. Cumber jumps into the pits.
Barnes still has not pit.
Barnes has yet to pit.
Late pit.
Barnes is actually the only one that hasn't pit in a lot of positions around him.
I'm gonna check up front. Up front, top 6 has not pit. The first position who has pit is P7. Matt Artem, he is half a minute behind leader. Oh, that's tight. He may be effective P1. I actually do believe he's effective P1.
Barnes has jumped into the pit as if we spoke into his existence.
Pit delta is about 36 seconds.
Yeah, just about. As the 20th to 24th, a tight pack are going back onto the back straight. So we'll see if there's any position changes. It looks like only Robichaud and Schwepp are in the wind. Who is that? Is that Holmes? Robichaud and Holmes side by side?
Yep, or home. Robichaud's on the inside, coming to turn 8. Up front, they have Yaren, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like, yeah, that was a clean pass, just straight on the... Right on the straight.
Or if that's the case, if Matt is effective P1. That's an excellent undercut on Ian.
Well, as Cockcroft has jumped into the pit and is now coming out, we'll see where he ends up.
Brian got a yellow. Oh,
He's
coming
just jumping into the pit.
Just coming to the pit. Cockcroft's coming out, yeah.
So it looks like the quickest pit was 30 seconds. However, that's Stefani and Lorraine who have had to pit against again.
Overshot got a yellow.
Looks like the average pit is around 40 seconds.
Ooh, self-delete entry of 13. Yeah, I think perfect pit delta maybe 38, 36 second or so. That would clear Matt Artem from Ian. Not Matt Artem, sorry. Martin Smith. Martin Smith's the one who pitted. Oh! My bad, then Ian's still P1. I was looking at the wrong M.
The wrong M. The wrong
Yep.
Audi. The wrong M, the wrong Audi.
Yep. Yep, Ian's still comfortably P1 with some margin on the pit.
Arced chasing Fade down the back straight. I don't think he's going to get there in time, though.
Not in time. Look.
Very close,
wrong
though.
one. Eyeing the inside. Oh,
And
side
actually,
by side.
he has made it.
Wow, I
Again.
am actually surprised.
That toe is massive for the BMW.
Yeah. That
Arc
is some
now up
IMSA
into
Daytona
20th.
BOP there.
As Kumba is on the back of Rigatoni.
I'm hop for a little bit to P9. Nate Andrew chasing down Sullivan. Still, they've been at it for a while. Eyeing down T3. Make it quite tight, actually. Port shift or 6.
Arced right on the back of Holmes. Actually down the inside. Into turn 3. Side by side into turn 4 and making the pass into turn 5. Yep, and well ahead by 6 and 7. We'll see if Holmes is able to stay within the slipstream. I don't think he is, though.
I don't think he is. There's already half a second.
Arced coming out of nowhere this race.
I know. And quite a charge from the back. Start the
Yeah.
front, got
Start at the front,
bumped
got
to
hit.
the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then a charge back up front. Maybe he's just trying to avoid the promotion detection. Because if he has this kind of performance, he may not belong in this division, to be fair. Shatna is to the back of Nate Andrew. A 1v1 become a 3 cars battle.
As they're chasing down Sullivan.
Yep.
Who I think is currently the leader of the pits. No, sorry, Smith. Smith and Artem has both putting
yep.
Smith into 5th. Artem into 4th. Or 6th, sorry. Jeez.
That LG team scoring good tonight, though. Even though they're not on the, not even they're not winning. They are actually on the podium.
Yeah, as soon as a round of pits happens, you know, Shea's gonna go back. It'll be tight between McKechnie.
Right now, the top, actually everyone, the top 4, those who have not pit, has quite a gap between all of them. They probably just run to the last lap or two of the window.
Yeah, considering we're within the last 10 minutes of the race.
Yep.
The only person who is not in the top 4 that hasn't pit is Matisse in 7th right now.
Oh.
Has
Looks like
McDonald in
McDonald.
2nd place. Yep, jumps into the pit. Oh my gosh, McKechnie following through. All this talking about the overtakes has got me all like flubbing over myself.
Looks like they may come out near near Matisse.
As Cumber and Ricatoni pass each other. Oh, as there's a yellow with Cumber who's gone around. I'll jump back 30 seconds. We'll take a look at that.
And I'm playing Rigatoni in the main screen.
So Cumber makes a pass on Rigatoni.
Oh, got slammed. Door slammed.
So yeah, so once that pass happens, they're cruising past each other. He goes way out wide. Comes back behind Rigatoni.
Yep.
Oh, and then on the rejoin.
Yep.
Goes sideways. That's tough.
Rigatoni still defending T1 from Darren Wick. Darren Wick is side by side, but he's on the outside. Rigatoni's well defended. Matisse has not pit. Oh, he has a 3-second gap from in front of him. Might as well run that dry until he absolutely has to come in.
Oct is currently right on the back of Yaron for 18th. As they're about to go onto the back straight.
And I'm with Fate in the main screen. Coming out into 5-6. Oh wow, Arc is really close in the pit. Is it close enough for a toe?
This is
It's a
this is
BMW.
O'Neill and Wheels. Yes, this is O'Neill and Wheels currently in the pit. However, just behind them is Arct and Yaron. So there's going to be a few position changes. I think O'Neill's about to take Wheels. I might not have enough actually. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Arc is
just
coming
can't
out.
go sideways.
Arc just
Side
that
by side.
inside of Yaron. There's no defending from that. That
Well,
BMW is strong.
yeah. It's crazy how much
is.
power that BMW has down the
Oh
back
no,
straight.
Matt Artem just got a
Is
boo boo, got
backwards.
yellow. Replaying that. Is that Sullivan in front of him? Yes. Oh, self-delete.
Self-delete.
Looks like Ian just came out of the pit a good time ago. Still effective P1
Yes.
as a 8-second gap.
I have a feeling Byron has absolutely smashed this one as O'Neill goes side by side with Wheels into turn 1. But he relinquishes the position a bit to let Wheels continue through. I don't think there was a significant overlap as whoever's that's behind him, Sacombe, I think going quite a bit wide there.
Hopping for a little bit is Sullivan leading Nate Andrew, leading Shatner. Down into the back straight. I believe they are all a little far away for toe.
Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe not Andrew here.
Yeah,
Sullivan.
maybe Andrew is catching a teeny bit.
I don't think he's got enough to go side by side though.
Nope. And Shatner's getting dumped.
Arced on the back of Sacombe, so we can see
Little
BMW
wide.
versus BMW on this back straight.
Oh, that'll be a good one to see. Dude,
As
Arc's just
Arc's-
good. Oh my god, that closing
Look at that.
rate.
It's a rocket. He must have an insane line through turn 7
Right? That is such a closure rate.
as he goes. Oh, but you know what? Sacombe doesn't get scared, and he's able to
Yep.
keep it on the outside and stay in front.
Both of them are very polite. Still BMW on BMW. Second went wide on 9. At the inside of 10. Both leaving each other plenty of space.
He's going to be all over him, though. We'll see. Even out of turn 1, Oct has insane pace. Absolute roar of the engines. I think Tacoma is able to hold on, though.
Tacoma's definitely taking the middle. Don't give Arc any idea. They have to lift for turn 2. Tire is definitely off. Oh, that close to rate from Arc though. Even exit of 2.
As McKechnie and Shea go side by side for P4 and 5 here. I think Shea might have this.
Might have it. Yeah, he got
might have it
inside.
done. Oh no!
No, side by side. Oh, they both keep it.
Ballsy from McKechnie. That was incredible driving.
They both give each other a lot of respect.
As that's a blue flag in front of them, keeping out of the way. Oct and Sacom going side by side. Oct on the outside, Sacom to the inside. Oct, yeah, able to take that and run away with it.
Front challenge.
I know, right? Isn't it crazy?
That man needs a promotion. I believe if you can rake up that many spaces, there's a good chance you don't belong here.
Yeah, either promote this guy or check his fuel.
Yeah, right. Check his gas pedal.
As it looks like Massey is jumping into the pit.
It's coming in. Yep. Last
and
to
I
pit.
believe that's the last to pit.
Yep.
Everyone has taken that pit.
Back to Sullivan, Andrew, and Shatner. Oh, down the inside. A little door
that's one hell of a move from Shatner.
Right?
Holy.
Shea right now is P5. But fighting for P4. That thing is not set in stone yet.
See, now, although Shatner just made an excellent move, I think Andrew has a slipstream.
Yes.
And might be able to try and get that position again.
Shatner's staying in the middle.
Andrew to the inside.
That's enough overlap in the pit.
For sure, yeah. And
AC into T8.
Andrew able to take that position back.
What a tray.
Leaders on final lap now.
So, leader Ian Barnes on the final lap.
And he is healthily in the lead. The only thing that'll screw him up is a big spin with this 8-second gap.
I'm on to Colin Shea. To the rear of Justin.
The pit window is closing now.
That's a yellow.
Ooh,
and Andrew.
self-delete of Andrew. I did. I got that live on the pip. It was a self-delete. He went on the brakes and lost his rear end.
Is it entry of 13?
Yeah. So now...
And Jeremy got a DT. Oh, no. Oh. Colin is deep on 3. Didn't lose a ton of time.
On the last lap too, he has to take this. Right now. He's going to lose a lot of positions.
I believe that may be at 1 minute.
4
No,
positions.
they're probably more than 1 minute. Colin Shea right to the back of Justin McKechnie. Now in the back straight, taking a toll, and he get even before T8. Jay's on the inside, pulling over. They have significant overlap.
Ooh.
They're playing chicken.
So that was 5 positions lost for that
For
drive-through.
Jeremy?
Yep, as they go
McKesson
side
got
by
the
side.
outside, side by side. Ooh, whoa! What a
Wow.
battle for these guys.
Impressive racing. In the pip, I have Arced on O'Neill right now. This looked like
Oh
it
my
might get
God.
messy. As Byron finishes the race, Arced able to make 2 moves down the back straight if he's able to keep this.
Looks like he does.
And he does. Holy.
And there's another
Around
exchange
one.
with Shay and Colin.
Inside the other. Insane. These guys are going to go right to the line.
What exchange? It was last 2 turn. Colin Shay just lost his podium spot. Where you at, Arc? I'm coming with you. Actually, I'm with Shatner.
Shatner chasing down
Sullivan,
Sullivan, but just not able to take it. As
Andrew and Rigatoni, Darren Wicks, Comber, Art.
as there's a position change on the back straight between Ansem and Aditso for 29th and 30th. I'll quickly get that in the pip, as that might be a confirmed position jump. It looks like around the outside. As Aditso and Ansem still going at it.
Looks like
All side by side. Going into the last corner. Able to hold on to it though. And I think that's the last of them coming across the line. As we finish it there. Wow, what a race.
That was tight. That's quite a few last lap battles we had there.
A lot of last lap battles, a lot of last lap battles, a lot of passing, a lot of bumps and scratches and bruises. I think that was a fantastic race.
And a lot of people survived T8 side by side.
Yeah, a surprising amount of people survived that side by side. I'm blown away by that race. That was absolutely a joy to watch. And Ian Byron.
Good evening, SRA Nation.
I'm like, Byron just held onto that as if nothing had happened.
I am looking for him right now. He just hopped off the private chat. Where is he? There it is. I found him. Hello, Ian.
Oh, long time listener, first time caller.
Congratulations.
Man, I hope that lap 1 turn 1 wasn't too messy. I didn't see my brake marker. I had cut 2 and I just waited. I don't know.
You were fine. What behind you was a little dicey though.
Yeah, I had to wait for a while, so I figured some shit happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was pretty tooth and nail for a while there. But you held on really well, a confident lead for most of that race, especially towards the end there.
Yeah, I kept trying to get fastest lap and I could not get a clean, like, all 3 sectors.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. It was a fun race. My one track I've got some pace on. I'm glad I could finally get the win.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be some good points. P1, 7 seconds. Did you have any doubts, or were you pretty confident going into this?
I had some doubts about the tires last night's practice race. I had a whole lot of tire wear. I changed the setup a little bit. Much better tonight. Still pretty bad, but I was worried after last night. But it held up good.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Did you end up using max wing tonight?
I did. Yep.
That was still a surprising top line speed.
There was a few blue flags that I could tell were running low wing because it was really awkward on the straight.
Like the blue flags?
Yeah, there was a few where it was like they were waiting for me to get by them, and I was just like, all right, come on, let's go. Yeah, max wing. That was the way to save my tires. A lot less sliding.
Do you know how much you have left tonight?
The fronts were right at 2. The rears were at 1 something, but I may have done a little bit of a burnout at the end, so I don't know.
Nice.
But they felt good. They were consistent. The temps and pressures were consistent, so no big slides.
Did you feel pressure from undercuts?
No.
No, you don't think they're gonna be threatened?
No, I wasn't worried about it because I was watching the lap times and I was consistently either matching or slightly beating, maybe 5 behind me. And I had Panzo on the, in the chat, and he was calling out some of the people I was watching out for, and they were a little bit lower down. So
Nice.
I felt good. It was all about tire management for me. Worked out good though.
Yeah, I mean,
Race.
bit of an understatement. Worked out good. You had about an 8-second gap.
Yeah, right.
Worked pretty fucking well, if you ask me.
Didn't get that fastest lap though. It's bugging me.
I believe Art got it.
Yeah,
And
he got it early.
He, I don't know if he belongs in D4, to be honest.
Well,
Well,
D4 has got a wide range of talents and a wide range of luck.
Started right next to you and got taken out in
Yeah.
that one, right? But he charged back in so far ahead from getting taken out in T1 lap 1. So there's quite a pace discrepancy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think this was his first race, so
Yes.
interested to see what happens next week.
So I was thinking maybe he's trying to avoid the promotion radar.
And, maybe it's one of the D1 guys with a Smurf account. Who knows? But yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, congratulations. Good
All right,
win.
thanks, man.
Send you back to the race review.
All right, thanks, guys.
yeah, no worries. Congratulations.
All right, let's see what else there.
So we had Ian Byron take first place, Martin Smith take second, and Harold McDonald take third.
See him.
Don't believe he's in chat. However, McDonald is.
You want to pull him in?
Yes, I did. There he is.
Hello, Harold. Not quite.
Not quite. Where is he? Oh, I can't move him. You're gonna have to
I'll
drag him.
Harold's here. Hello, Harold.
Hello.
Good race or a good race?
Oh man, I am sweaty. But that was a good race. The first lap was carnage, and I almost took someone out of the race. But we both ended up okay. So P3, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, P3 overall and P1 in the silver standings.
It feels good. It was a fun race.
You have grown quite consistent this season. Did you put a lot of time in between seasons?
I actually took a break after season 8 because my wife had a baby, and so I took season 8 off, or season 9 off, and then for season 10 came back, and I just honestly don't know what happened, but I've definitely really focused on being consistent and trying to stay clean as much as possible. And I used to have the racing line turned on, and so I think I've just gotten faster without focusing on the racing line too.
Yeah, fantastic. I think you were consistently third that entire race. Did you have any doubts that you would have to start, getting defensive, or was it pretty smooth sailing?
In the beginning there, who was I battling? It was one of the Audis that was behind me. I felt like he might get me, and he was being really aggressive going into the last turn. But once I backed him up enough, and then my teammate Justin got past him, I was like, okay, I feel comfortable now. I think I can just focus on the rest of my race and being as consistent as possible.
Yeah, and that showed. You were really consistent, comfortably sitting in third. Even when you went into the pits, I think you only dropped down to fifth for a little bit, and then right back up into third.
Yeah, and I saw that another Audi who had pit a lot earlier than me, I was hoping he would have gotten caught up by blue flags, and I could have gotten P2, but I was still really happy with P3.
Yeah, actually, sorry, you didn't even drop to fifth. You were in fourth after your pit, which is crazy that you are that consistent of only having a 1 to 2 change of position.
Yeah, it was a really fun track to drive to, and like I think I only had the rear wing at 2, so it was really fast on the back straight, but that fast right-hander off the back straight, turn 8. Oh my gosh. There was so many. There was one time where I almost completely lost it because I hit the curb too much and it unsettled the car, but was thankfully able to catch it. But man, I did a lot of practice with no wing, so getting a lot of oversteer, I felt a lot more comfortable handling it for the race, thankfully.
Well, yeah, congratulations. A really nice podium position overall and a P1 for the silver standings. I think it's going to look good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure when they redo the splits, I'll be on gold somewhere. So it'll be fun to be battling against those guys for a position in the gold standings.
That's a good race. Congratulations with points, podium, and a win for silver.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and a win for Coach Jeffries too.
Always said, I'd pick. You didn't disappoint.
Yeah.
I always disappoint the coach. They're like the twice I got picked. The
2 times I've been picked now, I've won it for him. But now that I go into gold, I don't foresee being picked for a bit because some of those guys are pretty fast. Ian was just insane today.
Ian was a rocket today. We were speaking to him about it.
Yeah, and the Aston Martin was the first car that I drove when I joined SRA, so
that's right.
Makes me want to revisit it in future seasons now.
All right, congratulations and good night.
Thank you.
Points. I'll send you back to the race.
Can't wait to watch the replay.
It'll be good.
It's a good one. This race was a good one.
Oh, I can imagine. It's going to be fun. Thanks for the commentating, guys.
You're welcome.
No worries. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
All right. I think that wraps up for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What is next week we have for us? Next week, it is next week. We have no break. So next week is Indianapolis. It'll be in the day, like most races.
However, mandatory tire change.
And no refilling allowed. So you better carry all the fuel or you're going to have a really tough time lifting and coasting.
Oh, some heavy cars in Indianapolis. That's going to be fun to watch.
I think what is even harder is the mandatory tire change because even without that, the pit lane in Indy is extremely long and fast. So the pit delta, even without tire change, if I recall correctly, is like 80% of the lap time. So with tire change, it will be over a lap time of the pit delta.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see if anyone practices their pit stops. Because I think if someone, a little hint for the VOD watchers, practice your pit stops in Indianapolis. If you get that down, you easily make up positions in the pit.
Oh, yes. I just looked it up. The pit delta for tire change is 81% of your lap time. So you will be nearly a full lap down for pitting.
Yeah. So
and it's mandatory.
If you can nail that, you'll be sitting real pretty.
Yep. All right. We'll conclude this week. We'll see you again next week, same time for SRA GT3 main series.